Well, moving on to meat politics now, the by-election in Kerala's Malappuram constituency is not just about civic issues this time, like water scarcity, which is a problem there, but also about who's buying and selling beef, especially after slaughterhouses have been shut down in UP. So the BJP candidate here, who promised good quality beef over the weekend to an area which has lots of beef eaters, today said that he'll only make his stand clear after getting elected, perhaps showing the tightrope that the BJP is walking on this sensitive issue. There have been different stands and different positions that they've taken. For instance, in Gujarat, you now have the toughest cow slaughter law in the country. You can go to prison for up to life for cow slaughter in Gujarat. Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Raman Singh only the other day said that those who kill a cow should be hanged. But we have seen a BJP spokesperson in the northeast talking about no crackdown on slaughterhouses and on beef in that part of the country. Well, joining us on the program tonight, we have with us from the RSS, Mr. Rakesh Sinha, Pawan Khera of the Congress Party, Asaduddin Owaisi joins us this evening, in China NC of the BJP, Siddharth Bhatia, senior journalist, also joining us on the program tonight. I want to go to Mr. Owaisi first, because Mr. Owaisi, you took a dig at the BJP's position on this over the weekend, saying that for them in the north, cow is mummy, but in the northeast, the cow is yummy. Mr. Owaisi.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's quaint is that an animal has become more sacred than people in India. And then, as you rightly pointed out in your initial remarks about how a contestant of BJP in Kerala says that I will provide you the best quality of beef. Now, is that going to be a Sangh certified beef? Is that going to be a holy beef? We don't know. And thirdly, please look at the hypocrisy of BJP, that even when they talk about uniform civil code, they do not have uniformity in criminal law. So it is 10 years to life in Gujarat, it is 5 years in Haryana, it is hanging in Chhattisgarh. So this is a very clever device of bringing in, the religious discourse or whatever beliefs or astha of a majority community. But that does not apply in states where BJP wants to win power, whether it is Goa, whether it is, in Kerala or in Northeast. So that is why I had to make that statement, because if Astha is involved, and please look at the statement of Gujarat Chief Minister. I was shocked that he says that, to save the whole world from moral and spiritual degradation, cow has to be protected. What about the cow slaughter in Northeast or in Kerala?
Well, actually,
so this is what BJP is doing.
What many people found more problematic with his statement was that he wants to make Gujarat a Shakahari or a vegetarian state, which brings me to the question, and before I get the BJP into this debate, Siddharth Bhatia, is that we're now seeing, and before this we were just having the same debate on alcohol consumption. We're back to the food debate now at this point. Some kind of a sort of this moral policing on what we're eating and drinking, and now this vegetarianism has also crept into the debate. What do you see changing, Siddharth?
Nidhi, as far as this vegetarian thing statement in Gujarat is concerned, I personally think that is a personal crusade of Mr. Rupani rather than a party position. That is my understanding. Because in all these years of the BJP ruling Gujarat, they have never raised a question like this. And I seriously doubt they would in other states either. So as far as vegetarianism is concerned, where it comes to the cow, of course there has been opposition. The Maharashtra Chief Minister, it was his first major act getting the President to sign the bill banning cow slaughter. But the point is that cow slaughter was always banned in India. Then you've taken it further and actually made the punishments a bit stringent. But this hypocrisy of using the cow as a convenient card, as it were, to say that, in certain places it's fine, we will help you get the best beef, we will help you. It's not that we are letting you. And then in certain places we are going to, Mr. Raman Singh says he's going to hang people. There's not been a single instance. So why this grandstanding? So clearly, I think this is what now has become. Last year was the nationalist card. This year it's going to be the cow card, I think.
Well, Shaina, then how do you explain that? That as Mr. Owaisi says as well, that if this is about astha and this is about belief, why does the party have a different position in say, this by-election in Kerala or what your party spokesperson has said in Nagaland?
Firstly, let me please say, Nidhi, that this is not some religious debate. This is about the belief of crores of Indians. When you have the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, back in time, talking about protecting the cow and that cow slaughter must be banned, nobody seems to be taking positions such as this. Now, if there is a constitutional provision, clearly it is the decision of every state to implement or not to implement. You cited the example of Maharashtra. It's not as if this was the first time that this issue was deliberated. It did go in the past as well, and this bill was this time passed by the President. You asked about Kerala, where an elected representative or an aspiring representative says that there is no provision for cow slaughter. We're not against you eating meat, but yes, cow slaughter is something that we should consider. This is a debate, and if you feel that we must constantly justify every action, you cannot compare what happened in Uttar Pradesh, where you have illegal abattoirs and you want to make sure that you have a certain kind of permission which is granted based on food norms, health norms, etc.
But why isn't it uniform? What about why not Nagaland? Because your your chief there, your BJP chief.
There is a
so you're okay with cow slaughter in Nagaland?
Constitutional provision.
So you're okay with cow slaughter?
We are not, and we may not be, but that is not the point. The larger point is when you worship the cow, when you have a belief that there is a medicinal value to it, there are so many advantages of keeping the cow
why doesn't that extend to Nagaland?
For the ecology,
but Shaina, why doesn't that extend? Because here, I'm just quoting your BJP chief.
Point, but it has to be implemented.
The ban on cow slaughter, like the one in UP, will not take effect in Nagaland if our party comes to power, because the reality here is very different, and our leaders, our central leaders, are aware of that. In other words, you're aware of the political reality of Nagaland.
And the terrain is different. No, there's a geographical
So there the cow should not be worshipped. The cow should be worshipped everywhere else.
That the cow, it's not just about worship, it's about the ecology as well, it's about the health hazards as well. Please, if you want to debate scientifically and understand that there is a provision within the constitution, if the legislators feel that yes, cow slaughter must be banned, we need to welcome it. And for the states where it has happened, it is for them to decide what the term of punishment should be.
So if Nagaland allows cow slaughter, you're okay with that, in other words. So you're okay with that if Nagaland allows cow slaughter?
You're trying for me to go back to Nagaland. The terrain there, the ecology there is very different to the rest of India. Please accept that and let's move on.
No, but what is terrain and ecology? You just said it's a matter of worship and belief. So if it is a matter of worship and belief for the BJP, let it be a matter
of it is not about just religion. It is about, look at the kind of contribution of the Gau Mata. If you even view it scientifically, and Mr. Owaisi is a very intelligent man, he has lots of examples to cite. Maybe he should go back in time and read the medicinal values of the cow, the ecology which we are all fighting against and making sure that we can do away with global warming.
You believe that people should be hanged if they kill a cow? Do you endorse that statement of the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, Shaina? Do you endorse that people should be hanged if they kill a cow?
Nidhi, whatever are the constitutional provisions and whatever is the permission given out by each state is
I'm only asking
about the
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister's comments. Sorry, the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister's comments.
I don't want to get into individual comments.
Why?
Please,
he's a BJP Chief Minister.
No, but 1 minute. If a state has said from 7 years it should be life imprisonment or anything else,
he said people who kill cows should be hanged. The Chhattisgarh Chief Minister said that people who kill cows should be hanged. Do you agree with that?
That is his viewpoint. I don't think I'm sitting on in a court case to give you my personal opinion. My personal opinion is wherever the cow slaughter has been banned, we must live up to that entire constitutional provision where your legislators have passed a bill and you must live in accordance with law.
Okay, Pawan Khera, the point here is it's not like the BJP has brought in these cow slaughter acts in different states. So has the Congress. So what is the Congress upset about in all of this?
There's nothing called being upset about anything, but the thing is we are shifting the narrative from employment, unemployment to back to the regressive times. There are laws, existing laws. Please try and ensure that people adhere to those laws without going about killing akhlaqs, without going about passing orders to hang people if they are found eating beef. There was definitely an economic value to cow as an asset in pastoral and agricultural economies. it still exists in a lot of our economies in rural areas, fair enough. And then there is also the issue of faith, fair enough. We respect all of that. But please don't try and out yogi. Now, it's suddenly become very, very competitive in the BJP. If Yogi Adityanath is doing this, Raman Singh will do something more spectacular to get noticed by perhaps Mr. Rakesh Sinha.
Oh, please stop being a political commentator.
May I, because
He's not, he's in the Congress.
Let me
He
please,
hasn't
because I am
written
not
that.
anything but a politician. So let me please, I didn't interrupt you. And then Shivraj Chauhan, Rupani ji, everybody is trying to find space under the sun and get noticed by the RSS. So I don't think we are heading in the right direction as a nation. We are ignoring the fundamental issues that we face today of unemployment, of poverty, of so many other issues. Why are we going back to the cow? Because it suits the ruling narrative. Now that's my
So,
problem.
Rakesh Sinha, have you sat up and taken notice of all the competitive statements as Pawan Khera has
No,
said?
I think Pawan Khera is just trying to protect the Congress hypocrisy. You look, as you have already said, and Mr. Bhatia also pointed out, that in most of these states, the laws against cow slaughter have been framed by the Congress. So who is hypocritical? You are framing the law. When it is implemented, you say this is going to a regressive era. Here, most important, you raised a fundamental question: why not northeastern state? For us, cow is mata for everywhere. But here, I disagree with Owaisi. He is a parliamentarian. I have respect for him being a parliamentarian. But we should not use any such language which hurt the sentiment of the people. You can disagree with the BJP, but while you are condemning BJP, you are also hurting the larger section of the people.
Why? 1 second. Is BJP...
Ma, Mausi, this kind of language
No, no,
using...
if he's attacking BJP, how is he hurting Hindus?
No, if same kind of language I use for the any icon whom the millions of Muslims worship, millions of
So
Muslims
BJP
have
is
faith.
an icon that Hindus worship. I mean, people can criticize the BJP as you can
No,
criticize this party.
Nidhi, you are not understanding. I am saying he can criticize BJP. He has right to criticize BJP in any terms. While criticizing the BJP, he is choosing the words and adjective for cows, which is hurting the sentiments of the Hindus.
Like what?
Like Ma, Mosi, Yama, these are language. This is not the discourse of a healthy discourse. Pawan Khera has criticized. I accept this is a healthy discourse. He is right, but this is not a healthy discourse. My point is that, demography and culture have an organic relationship.
But why not in the
Let me complete it, because
Northeast?
that's I am coming to that. Demography and culture has a very important relationship. Suppose tomorrow, India's population becomes in a reverse, 80% Muslim and 20% Hindus. Will you accept that 24 states would maintain the Anti-Cow Slaughter Act? Howsoever, maybe the Muslims may be liberal. So then you will question why are you imposing on Muslims if their food habit is beef? Here is the question that in a civil society you live by two things: region and empathy. If we lack empathy, you cannot live in civil society. You cannot recreate civil society. We have empathy for each other. That's why Muslim rulers have banned cow slaughter during those Muslim
Let me
rulers
ask Mr.
invaders.
Owaisi on that.
One sentence for Owaisi. One sentence
Yeah.
for Owaisi. I am just making a request. You cannot create consistency even among Muslims by using such derogatory terms for Hindus. Indian Muslims are more rational than you, Mr. Owaisi.